Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, The Real Life Mama. My name is Mackenzie and today I'm going to be sharing with you our Aldi grocery haul for our family of 5. Okay, so starting over here we have a 10-pound bag of potatoes. We have 2 bunches of bananas. If you saw my grocery haul last week, we ended up buying 3 bunches and my kids ate through them all. So we bought 2 this week because we were actually headed out of town starting Thursday night. We'll be back on Sunday morning / afternoon, or not Sunday, Saturday. So it's a quick trip, but I didn't want to buy too many and have them go bad. So whatever we don't eat of these before we leave, I'll just put in the freezer to make sure they don't go bad while we are gone. I got another multi-pack of the bell peppers. So every morning I've been making my veggie egg scramble. It's basically coconut oil, kale, the cut bell peppers, Canadian bacon, and eggs. And then I also have a seasoning salt that I've been mixing with it, and it is absolutely delicious. And I actually think the coconut oil has been helping me increase my milk supply. So if you are a breastfeeding mom, definitely try substituting coconut oil for your olive oil, avocado oil, any kind of oil that you would use, and tell me if you notice a difference with your milk supply, because I think that really has been helping me. So we got a bag of Caesar salad. I'll probably just end up eating these for lunch with like a chicken sandwich or something along the sort. We are going to be having tacos this week, so I wanted cilantro both for the cilantro rice that we make and then also just to top our tacos with. We got another box of granola bars, and that will also be something, if we have any left, we will take with us on the road trip. We got another snack pack of the freeze-dried strawberries. My boys absolutely loved having these individual packs, and I actually found that they either will split one of these packs in a snack period, or they'll have one for like 2 different snacks throughout the day. It is a little much for them to eat by themselves, just unless it's like something that they're like really hungry and trying to like eat this instead of dinner or something, then they could eat the whole pack. But if it's just truly a snack, it normally can last for 2 different snack times. So my husband, I've seen the Mateo salsa on other people's grocery hauls, but my husband also has seen that it's a very good salsa, so we thought we would try it today. And I was surprised to see that Aldi had it, so we picked that up to give it a shot. If you saw my other grocery haul, I believe it was either last week or 2 weeks ago, we got a coffee creamer and coffee for my husband. And I had asked him why he wasn't making coffee because he hasn't made it yet. And he said that we don't have filters. So we picked up some coffee filters for him so he can actually start drinking coffee. We got 3 things of pudding, 2 vanilla, 1 chocolate. My 2-year-old likes the chocolate. My 3-year-old likes the vanilla, but my 2-year-old will eat vanilla as well. We normally let them only have 1 a day. So I wanted to get 3 packs this time just so it can last more than 4 days, because there's 4 cups in each of these containers. And my 3-year-old, so we put these in the bottom shelf in our refrigerator, which is kind of like the kids' snack shelf. So if I'm ever upstairs, if my husband's upstairs, or if we're like outside doing something with the dogs or tending to our newborn, my kids have been getting in the fridge and helping themselves to this. So I say they only have 1 a day, but sometimes, you know, they don't ask us and they will just get that out themselves, which is totally fine. I like that they're being independent. We did get a thing of organic mac and cheese. This is shells and white cheddar. They absolutely love this mac and cheese. They'll eat the entire box, just the 2 of them. So that is something we like to keep on hand. I think I have a couple of these already in our pantry, but we did buy 2 of them. We did pick up some more tortilla chips. That will be something that we eat the salsa with. If you've seen any of my shorts on YouTube, I like to give these to my kids for like a protein for lunch. I take the casing off, I chop it up, and then I'll serve them with crackers, cheese, some of the dried strawberries, pretzels, any kind of fruit, really anything, like kind of like their own little charcuterie board. and they really like that. And I believe this is only like $4, which isn't too bad of a price. So that's something. I still have half of one in the fridge, but with us traveling, I wanted to make sure we had some on hand for when we get back. So I probably won't open this up until next week. I like to rotate the kind of proteins that they have during their lunch, so we won't eat this like every day all week kind of thing. We have some sliced pears, 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I don't have any recipe that calls for diced tomatoes this week, but this is something I like to just have on hand for, you know, those nights when I just want to make up some quick spaghetti, or, you know, a lot of a lot of recipes that I use call for this. So I just kind of like to have it on hand. Over here we have more flour tortillas. So when I make tacos, I will get a tortilla out, put cheddar, like shredded cheddar cheese over it. Then half the side I will put the whatever meat we're having, whether it's chicken or beef. And then I'll put the fajita veggies on top. I'll actually bake this in the oven, like open, for 5 minutes at 350. And then once the timer goes off, I'll flip it on top of one another. So it's kind of like a quesadilla. And then I'll bake it for another 5 minutes as it's flipped. And I used to do this a lot back when we were like quarantined, but I haven't done it in a while. And I actually did it last week with some of our leftover taco meat, and my husband was like, this is the best way for tacos. He absolutely loved it. So I got more tortillas so we can do that again for this week. And that is also what I will be using some of those bell peppers for. Over here we got some gluten-free organic brown rice and quinoa penne. So I have some jars of marinara in our fridge, and I'm getting ready to film our Sam's Club grocery haul. So at Sam's Club, we got a huge thing of ground beef. So we will have stuff if we want to make pasta just quickly, either for lunch or dinner. So I just got that just to have. We have had this before, and it does kind of turn out a little mushy. So I like to make all of my noodles and my rice in the Instant Pot. So what I've learned with that is that I just don't cook it for as long as it says to, so that way it holds its shape more. Finally, our Aldi's been out of this tikka masala for like almost a month now. This was the first time that we've seen it, and it was in the very back. They had a different kind of curry in front of it. So my husband was like, do you want it? And I was like, of course, we need it. I love this stuff, and it's a quick, easy meal. And my husband also isn't too big of just like a curry fan in general, but he actually really does like this stuff. And I will make homemade naan bread when I make the tikka masala, which he absolutely loves. So that is something, give it a shot if you're not like a huge curry person, but this stuff really it tastes delicious. It's hard to copy that flavor that this has. We got some baked, or they're not Lay's, it's the Clancy's brand, but baked chips. We have this was something that my 3-year-old saw and wanted, so we got him some marshmallow stars. It's like the off-brand of Lucky Charms that Aldi carries. We got more graham crackers. I originally was buying graham crackers to make our homemade Reese's, but these have just turned into a snack item that my kids like. I'll throw it in their lunches, part of that charcuterie board. So that's something now that I like to just have on hand. I talked about this earlier, but I have recently switched from using olive oil to coconut oil. I used to cook with coconut oil a lot, like before I had kids, but then just kind of having kids and certain tastes, and sometimes they taste the coconut oil, I stopped and I just started using pretty regularly. I was using olive oil or like vegetable oil if I was cooking. But I've seen a lot of people on TikTok who are trying to increase their breast milk supply, like just taking a spoonful of this and like drinking it straight, which I think is honestly disgusting. If you've had coconut oil like that, you know that that is not the easiest way to take it. So I've just started cooking with it. I've put it in oatmeal. I have, I make my eggs with it, basically anything. I made brownies with this last night. All I had to do was measure out half a cup, and instead of using vegetable oil, I used the coconut oil. I just had to melt it in the microwave beforehand. And there was a slight taste of coconut in the brownies, but not anything like overpowering at all. And my husband couldn't even taste the coconut oil in it. I think it was just because I knew it was in there, I could taste it. So if you are someone who's trying to, and there's also a lot of just different health benefits with cooking with coconut oil versus like olive oil. So if you're someone who's trying to increase their milk supply or just wants a healthier alternative, definitely try picking up this. I believe it was on sale at Aldi today for like $5 or $4.55 or something like that, which is a pretty good price for organic coconut oil. And it has a pretty good shelf life too. This says August of 2024, and this video is being filmed in March of 2023. So that will last you a very long time. We have some bagels. This will be for my husband or my boys if they want that in the morning. We've got more of those. Oh, and we also have this extra virgin, this just the olive oil spray for spraying down our cooking pans. We have 2 things of cream cheese for the bagels. We have some butter, and then I ended up getting 4 containers of this coconut water. So what I've been doing is I'll get one of my mason jars and I will fill it up like 3/4 of the way with coconut water. And then I'll either pour in the orange juice or one of my body armors, which you'll see that in my Sam's haul. And that has been, I've been drinking one of those a day. And I think between doing the coconut water and the juice or body armor mixture and switching to the coconut oil, I have seen a huge increase in my milk supply. So that is, I have hypothyroidism, and that actually makes it affects your milk supply. I've only been able to breastfeed my older 2 boys until they were 3 months old, and then I wasn't making enough and I had to switch to formula. So I'm hoping by doing this that will help me be able to breastfeed Evan, my 3rd boy, a lot longer. He's 8 weeks old right now, and I went from getting like 2 ounces out of each side per feeding to now it's 3 to 4, and he eats every 2 to 3 hours. So for me, I feel like that's a lot. And like I said, it is starting to go up the more that I've been doing that. So I'm definitely going to continue. And let me know if you have any other like tips and tricks to increasing your milk supply, because that is definitely something that I want to really give a shot this go around if I can, especially with all of the formula shortages that happened previously. And I know there's still some that are going on. I don't really want to have to stress about that if I don't have to. So that's why I'm really pushing to try and have my milk supply be able to last, 6 months to a year. So we shall see with that. So 2 containers of orange juice, and these ingredients, it literally just has orange juice in it, which I like. And that's why I also get my coconut water at Aldi, because my husband was like, oh, well, you can get this at Sam's, but the one at Sam's has additives in it. So I like getting it at Aldi. It's like $4, I believe. I'll put the price in the comments because I'm not actually sure now that I think about it how much this is. But I like that it's just one ingredient, so you know what you're getting with that. We needed more sugar with all the baking I've been doing, and I'm also almost out of powdered sugar. So I bought more of this. You just put it in the blender and you can create your own powdered sugar with just regular sugar. And then we got 2 cartons of eggs. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of baking, and we have been doing the egg scramble in the morning. The boys will eat just eggs and Canadian bacon. And when I make eggs for them, they get 3 in total. So if I have eggs and they have eggs, we're going through like 6 eggs in one sitting. So we did want to get a couple cartons of them. Like I said, we're about to head out of town so I didn't want to overdo it just because I don't want anything to go bad while we're gone. I know these last a while, but this is something we saw last week. Eggs were $3.10 in our area, and now it was like $2.43 or something, so they are starting to go back down. So I felt confident about getting 2 of these and not, breaking the bank, having be like $10, $12 like it was before. So yeah, so this is everything that we got at Aldi. So today's total was about $106 at Aldi. We didn't get any meat because we are trying a new thing where we are only buying our meat once a month at Sam's. So that's why you didn't see any protein in this haul. We did kind of get a couple things that were off of our list, which is why it was a little bit more than what I had planned. But we do budget $125 every week for our family of 5. So we still stayed in budget, which is awesome. We still have plenty of food. And honestly, the majority of what we spent probably like $12 for the coconut waters in total. I'm trying to think of what else. Like the summer sausage, we didn't plan on getting the tikka masala. We didn't plan on getting the salsa. So there was several things that we got that wasn't on the list. But overall, we know it'll get 8. My kids don't go to preschool or anything. They're home with me full time. My husband works from home 3 days a week. So we do a lot of cooking, a lot of snacking. So I don't have to worry about things going to waste when we do decide to kind of splurge. So yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and stay tuned for our grocery haul next week. We'll see you later. Bye.